In this video we're going to take a look at how to edit an image in Photoshop from Lightroom. There are a couple of ways of doing that, but this way I'm going to show you will allow you to carry through the edits you've already made in Lightroom. So here's an image that I've been working on. It has a crop, it has some global adjustments and also some local adjustments. And we're going to edit this in Photoshop now, so we'll right click and edit in, but instead of taking the top option we'll take this Smart Object option instead. Now what Smart Object does is it takes the image and the edits that you've made already in Lightroom and carries those edits through into the camera raw converter inside Photoshop. Now that means that it will retain all the slider settings and the grad positions and any filters that you've used and convert those into the equivalent inside camera raw in Photoshop. And that's what it's doing now. So it's just opening Photoshop, here it is, and let's just zoom back out. So there's my image. Here you can see that in the layers panel here that this image appears as a smart object. It's got a little smart object symbol there, and if I double click the image it'll open camera raw and it will set the settings, as we can see here, to the positions that they were inside Lightroom's develop module. That is slightly different in camera raw compared to Lightroom's develop module. You have the little tabs along the top here rather than the interface panels down the side. You can see here that it's pulled through all of the adjustments I previously made. If I have a look at some of my local adjustments, for example here I made a radial filter adjustment there. If I click on that you can see the adjustments, slight tweaks that I've made there. Also I did a grad and a brush tool, and here we go, so those edits have been pulled through. That means now that I could continue to edit this image if I wish inside of the camera raw part of Photoshop. I don't need to go back. In fact I can't go back into Lightroom to make those adjustments any further. If I do, we'll find that the layer stack inside Photoshop will be collapsed and we'll lose further editing. So whilst we're in Photoshop, let's add an adjustment layer. For example, I'm just going to increase the contrast of this image using the levels layer. I know there's plenty of different ways of doing that. I'm just using that one for now. So I've now got a properly layered Photoshop image. And let's come back to Lightroom and we'll quit and save. So what will happen now is this image will come back into Lightroom, and Lightroom will now have a brand new file with the dash edit on the end, and it's a TIFF file. So this is a brand new file on your hard disk that appears inside Lightroom. So it's all part of your organizational system. It inherits any flags, any star ratings, any keywords that the original image had. All of that is inherited. Now this image is back in Lightroom, I cannot go to the develop module in Lightroom. If I do, it will flatten the Photoshop stack. So further editing needs to be done inside Photoshop. So let's go back to Photoshop, edit in. This time we take the first option. And here we have three choices, but the one we'll take is the edit original. This is the key to retaining the Photoshop's layer stack. When we do edit original, it will bring us back straight back to Photoshop where we left it, with the layers and with the edits that were made in camera raw all intact. So here we are back in Photoshop, and you can see that my adjustment layer is still there, and you can see that the smart object is still there, so I can go back and readjust it if I wish from Photoshop. And using this technique we can then maintain a good flow of editing by using both the features that you have inside Photoshop. So for example I could run an action, the sort of thing that you can't easily do perhaps in Lightroom, and I can add a frame border to this image. I can also add layers, I can do clever things with sharpening and all sorts of local adjustments, that the sort of thing that Photoshop is great at that can't be done inside Lightroom. And then when I quit back from Photoshop back to Lightroom, saving those changes, my edits are then retained and pulled back through to that image file inside Lightroom. So I can use Lightroom for all the great things that we can do in Lightroom. Here's my edited frame now in this version, and then we can see sat next to this one. So it hasn't created a brand new file each time I come back or do the edit cycle, it's only updated the original Photoshop file that it created after the first edit session. And there we go. So if you're expecting to work on an image inside Photoshop, once you've been into Photoshop and you've made some edits, you will need to stick with Photoshop for further edits, otherwise you'll lose those layer stacks. That's the important thing. Good. If you enjoyed this, then why not have a look at my website, abeasley.org, or perhaps join me on a group training session or one-to-one training sessions. Okay, thank you.